So here we are at the end of a 4-day conference that, pardon the pun, zoomed past us. I'm Arzish Baaquie, the CEO of Smartkarma, and you may have seen me at various points during this conference, popping up intermittently on your screens. Some of my key takeaways from this event have been the importance of strong Wi-Fi connectivity, a decent camera and headphones, and always checking your surroundings before switching on your video. Before we get into the gist of my closing address, it's important to remind ourselves of why we came up with the idea of Insight 2020 in the first place. COVID-19 is forcing the industry to change how we interact, do business, and share knowledge. Insight 2020 was our response to this challenge, allowing participants to collaborate in these trying times. But even more importantly, the investment industry is often portrayed as profit-driven and self-serving. We wanted to challenge this perception and use the opportunity to give back. That's why all proceeds from Insight 2020 are being donated to UNICEF to go towards their COVID-19 relief efforts in the East Asia and Pacific regions. With that being said, I'd like to deliver this address a bit differently, so please do bear with me. I'd like to take you on a quick journey back to when the first acorns of Insight 2020 were being planted a few months ago. The idea was this: with the new reality facing us and the new norm ahead of us, how do we adapt and how do we continue on our collective mission? We kicked around a few ideas: small-scale webinars, a half-day event, a virtual roundtable. But as we continued brainstorming, we realized something. How do we unite and connect a global community rattled by the COVID-19 situation, but keen on carrying on with their lives as best they can? That, after all, is the very essence of the human spirit, pushing ahead in times of adversity together. And so we went big. And of course, we were nervous. If you had told me at the beginning of the conversation that we would be putting on a 4-day event with the global audience numbering the thousands with close to 100 speakers, I'd have said, you're on some very strong medication, my friend. But something strange happened as time went on. We reached out to potential sponsors and their responses were positive. We reached out to potential speakers and their responses were positive. And we reached out to potential attendees and their responses were positive. Was there a memo we missed? Perhaps our nervousness was indeed misplaced. And so, in the blink of an eye, the conference kicked off. The sheer breadth of topics and quality of speakers has left us humbled. Lively debates on the roadblocks in supply chains, the future of digital payment systems, using AI to forecast COVID's movements, the importance of focusing on sustainability and investing, the virus's impact on M&A and fundraising. We've had a plethora of rich discussions that I'm sure everyone enjoyed and benefited from. We've had illuminating viewpoints and presentations from representatives of big tech, healthcare, venture capital, e-commerce, financial services, education. Everyone came together to synergize and make this event a special one. You, the global audience, certainly did your part. You tuned in from your homes or your workplaces. You asked intelligent questions and you participated. One uniform bit of feedback we've had from all the speakers at this event has been that the quality of questions from the audience has been very, very high caliber. It struck me at one point that Insight 2020, on a much larger and grander scale, embodies what we at Smartkarma are consistently trying to achieve: the quality of the insights, the diversity of the network of speakers, and the independence of thought displayed by the participants is exactly what we value as a team. And it is heartening to see this displayed throughout the event. Personally speaking, when I joined Smartkarma back in 2014 as an early employee, I joined a firm which I believed would change the investment research landscape and would go on to do big things. Today, 6 years on, as the firm's COO, it gives me a deep sense of satisfaction and joy to have been part of Insight 2020. We went out with a big ask, we aimed high, and I am proud to say that with the support of each one of our sponsors, speakers, moderators, and audience members, we've managed to achieve something substantial in a very uncertain climate. I'd like to personally now thank Raghav Kapoor and John Foster, the firm's co-founders, and the organizing committee, especially Amanda Yasnowski, Pranav Rao, Surya Ravikumar, Joanna Foster, and Michael Tigos, for having the courage, the vision, and the energy to pull this off. You should all be very proud of yourselves. So again, I'd like to give each of you a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for donating. for participating, and for being a part of this experience. Till our paths cross again, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy. Thank you.